Anusha Stack from first year DVM from 2K24 batch. This is the humerus of ox. This is the humerus of ox. Now this is the head of ox. Ox head is cylindrical and is small, and it gives the articulation to the and it articulates with the glenoid cavity of the scapula. And this is the cranial part. This is the cranial part of the greater tubercle. This is the caudal part of the greater tubercle, and this is the lesser tubercle. And there is the biceptal groove, caudal part of the greater tubercle and lesser tubercle. And now there is rough area which gives the insertion point to the infraspinatus muscles of the scapula. This is the deltoid tuberosity. Deltoid tuberosity always lies on the lateral surface. Now this is the lateral tuberosity and this is the teres major. Teres major always lies on the medial side. Below the head there is a neck, and the neck of ox is well prominent. Shaft of ox. Ox shaft is thick and straight rather than horse. And the musculospiral groove, musculospiral fossa. Musculospiral groove is deep in ox, and then there is lateral surface. This is lateral surface, this is medial surface, this is cranial surface, and this is caudal surface. In cranial surface there is radial fossa, and in caudal surface there is olecranon fossa. Olecranon fossa and coracoid fossa are deep in ox. Then this is humeral condyle, this is lateral epicondyle, and this is medial epicondyle. Medial epicondyle is large than lateral epicondyle. And now this is Newton foramen. This is Newton foramen. Newton foramen is located at the distal third on the medial side. Horse. Now we are going to discuss about this humerus about horse. This is the humerus of horse. This is the head. Now we can see that the horse humerus is articulate with the glenoid cavity of the scapula. This is the greater tubercle, this is the lesser tubercle. In horse, greater and lesser tubercle both are divided in cranial caudal parts. This is the biceptal groove. This is the biceptal groove, this is deltoid tuberosity. It's the lateral side and it's the medial, it's the cranial and it's the caudal side and it's the cranial side. This is the radial fossa, this is coracoid fossa. Radial fossa in horse is deep and this is humeral condyle. This is lateral epicondyle. Sure. This is medial epicondyle. And there is olecranon fossa behind the radial fossa. Olecranon fossa is articulate with the ulna and make elbow joint, and head articulate with the scapula, glenoid cavity of the scapula, and make shoulder joint. Newton foramen on the medial side at the distal third.